Hey there, Leo. Welcome to the channel. Sarah here. We're going to do a reading for you today for the week of December 8th to the 14th, 2025. Keep in mind, Leo, this is just a general reading, so take only what resonates and leave out what does not. If you're interested in having a personal reading with me, you can go to my website, lionessmoonintuitivetarot.com, or you can email me directly at lionessmoonintuitivetarot@gmail.com. So as always, feel free to delegate the energies where you see fit. If I say I'm talking about you, I could be talking about somebody who you are dealing with and vice versa. Same goes to you, cross watcher. All right, so the first energy out here is unworthy. So I'm just going to explain to you what I'm doing. I'm actually doing a layered spread reading, so I'm going to pull 8 cards from 6 decks right now, and at the end of the reading, we're going to go through each of the placements, and it is going to unfold a story. First energy out for you is unworthy. Somebody's feeling unworthy. I usually look at the first layer as somebody who you're dealing with. Unworthy, maybe kept some secrets here. We've got secrets. Smell the roses. Smell the roses. Something about something maybe being on pause here. Missed opportunity. Taking the time to actually slow down. Maybe missed an opportunity. Maybe moved too slow, missed an opportunity with you. Now they're feeling salty. I don't know. There's salty coming out. Blocked. This person is blocked or maybe blocked you. We'll see. Now they're feeling absence, their absence, and the last energy is forgiveness. The overall theme of this portion of your reading is stagnant. Stuck. Somebody's feeling stuck. They've hit a dead end. They're frozen. Now, obviously, what I'm seeing here is that there's something about keeping secrets. Somebody was keeping secrets, and it looks like there was this energy of making somebody else feel like they were unworthy. And this created this energy of saltiness. Now, meaning anger, being upset, angry, bitter. So this caused somebody to decide to move on. And when this person decided to move on, so maybe you decided to move on because this was happening. Somebody made you feel unworthy. They were keeping secrets. This was making this energy. This could be them too. Moved on. But now there's this energy of them feeling your absence. So I'm seeing it as you moved on, but obviously you can delegate the energies where you see fit. I'm seeing it as you moved on, and now you're starting to realize something, or there's something that this person is starting to realize after slowing down a bit, and that is that they've missed an opportunity and wants to come in for forgiveness. I know you guys are all going to come at me in the comments and say, I'm not doing anything from the past, and that's fine. You don't have to. If these energies are coming out, it's probably because there are things that we still need to deal with regard to what it is that we attracted in the past in the first place before we can move on to something healthy. It's like everybody thinks that let's just distract ourselves with the next relationship and hope for the best. But it's like, if we don't heal from what it was that happened in the past, it's going to repeat itself. So the next layer is your layer, Leo. We see manifesting. Manifesting. We've got trapped. Manifesting a trap. Be careful. Influence. Somebody's an influencer, or maybe being influenced by something. We've got flashback. Education. Educating yourself on something. Ooh, protection. We've got blocked and protection showing up in the same placement here. Good luck. There's some sort of wish come true, maybe. And brilliance. The overall arching theme of this portion of your reading is in the flow. So, I mean, obviously, if you're manifesting something, there's something coming towards you. Now, a lot of people assume that manifestation means that it's always something good. Sometimes it's not. It's whatever you're holding in here, whatever you hold here, what you can think here, you can hold here, right? Isn't that the saying? So you're manifesting something, but it looks like you may be educating. Part of what it is that you're manifesting has to do with educating yourself on something to do with the trap. Now the trap, usually, if you're talking about these types of connections, often it has something to do with a codependency, meaning getting caught up behind closed doors with somebody who you may have at one time had a lot of chemistry with, but once the chemistry died down, it was like, well, do we really have anything that sustains this relationship beyond that? Because what happens is we end up getting addicted to each other, and we kind of stay with each other for that reason. But there's something about educating yourself on something to do with that and protecting yourself from this energy as a result of getting that kind of education. So you may be manifesting something different now, manifesting something new in your life. And whatever this is has something to do with, it's a wish come true. It's whatever it is that you thought you always wanted is what you're getting here. For some of you, it might be somebody from your past. We see flashback. That doesn't mean you've ever had any kind of intimate connection with whoever this is. Could be somebody from your past, somebody that you've known from a long time ago. There's some sort of influence. We see education over here, influence. So educated, you're being influenced by something here. It looks like whatever it is something good, maybe something from your past, or whatever this is may be causing you to have to look back on your past in some way, but it's tapping you into your brilliance here. So this is similar to the reading I saw for Gemini. What I'm seeing here is you're actually manifesting something here that's actually probably going to align you with something that's for your higher good. And it has something to do with understanding what you've done in the past. We've got the Four of Cups in reverse coming out. The Nine of Wands in reverse. We've got the Queen of Wands in reverse. Look at all these reversals. You guys are going to come at me in the comments. Oh, the Judgment is in the upright. What else? We got the King of Pentacles, the Empress, the Three of Cups in reverse, and the Page of Wands. Somebody... we've got the Nine of Cups. Okay, so there is something about a wish come true. Somebody holds you in an extremely exalted light, is what I'm seeing here. Now, I'm seeing that somebody is wanting to come towards you. Leo, this may be somebody who, now that I'm looking at this may be somebody who you had been connected to at some point in your life, or this could just be somebody new. It looks like whoever this is wanting to, for a lot of you, this is somebody who you may not have been talking to, or may have felt ignored by, or maybe you were ignoring them, but it looks like that's turning around. And it looks like whoever this is has been going through a really hard time with the Nine of Wands in reverse. And it looks like there's been a lot of turbulence, maybe even some trauma involved, but it's been so difficult, and somebody's been really trying to persevere through something, and it looks like they're ready to give up. They're ready, or this could have already happened. And they're realizing something about you. So there could be somebody who, what I'm seeing here is that they're with the Three of Cups in reverse to the Queen of Wands in reverse. Somebody was connected to somebody who it looks like they are not interested in anymore. Now, and that might be who it is that's coming towards you. Now, I don't know if you've got two different energies coming towards you or just one. It could be both. But what I'm seeing here is that whoever this is that this person is giving up on right now, there may have been fidelity issues or just something where it looks like there could be a lot of anger here as well. Just like hot-tempered. The Queen of Wands in reverse can be very hot-tempered. And with that Three of Cups in reverse, I'm getting this energy of just not getting along. There's just no kinship, and there's a trap. Somebody's in a trap right now. And so somebody's awakening to something, and it looks like they want to come in and they want to communicate with you. They see you as their wish come true. Let's get the next layer. Next layer for Leo. Next layer for Leo. We've got the clock. Something about time. Letter. Communication. In time, there's going to be communication. Somebody stressed out. We've got the mice. Something's eating away at somebody. We've got the clouds, though. Somebody's unclear about something here. Dice, there's a gamble. Oh, this is where we stop, huh? Toil and labor. Chop wood, carry water. We've got the rider, and that's more communication, and mountain. Okay, so there's something challenging here. So the overall theme of this portion of the reading is mask. So it's showing up here that there's something here about trying to work on something what I'm seeing here is that I feel like collectively we've been conditioned to believe certain things about relationships that are just man-made, human-made, things that we've accepted. It's human-made. These are not God-given rules. These aren't deep existential truths. And one of them is relationships are a lot of work. Expect to have to put a lot of work into your relationship. You know, it's going to be, it takes a strong person to put that kind of work into a relationship. And you need to try and persevere through this. And maybe that is the case when we are developing relationships in a way that is healthy. But I don't know that we're developing relationships in a very healthy way when I'm seeing the mask here. I'm seeing this energy again of bait and switch. It's a very common, you're meeting the representative, the person who's coming in to tell you everything that they need to tell you in order to come to, it's the means to an end, and the end is always, let's jump in the sack together. That's always what it is. It's honestly like, have you ever, are there masculine and feminine friendships that literally, that isn't the end point goal? I don't know. Because it looks like we've got that energy here, like somebody feels like you're their wish come true and they're coming in with a mask. So in time, there's something here about recognition. So I'm almost getting here, Leo, that there's something here about, there's like a test of some sort. There's some sort of gamble. You're playing Russian roulette in trying to work through something with somebody once they come in to communicate. We've got, there's something that's going to eat away. There's something about this dynamic that eats away at you insidiously. It might cause, who knows what it causes, anxiety, depression. Those two actually kind of work hand in hand. But I'm seeing this energy of trying to work through something and becoming stressed by it, because we're not coming to a place of clarity. And the problem is that you're not going to come to a place of clarity on where you stand on any of this if you choose to go for this. It's a gamble. So if you choose to go for whatever this is coming in towards you, there's still something that's going to remain unclear for you. And this is going to be a challenge. We've got the challenge with the mountain and the toil and labor card. You're going to be getting yourself involved in something that's going to be a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And I don't know that we have to go through that. I don't think we do. I don't think that that's necessary. I think we've made these agreements because we created these relationships of convenience where we're actually just addicted to each other and we're just waiting for the next hit. And then we get satisfied by that hit, and then we go back to, it looks like there's fighting going on here. I don't know if this person is involved with somebody else and there's fighting, or there's just fighting with you and whoever this is. Maybe there's been a lot of fighting, but it doesn't have to be that way. All right, let's get this next layer. We've got grief. Somebody is feeling grief-stricken by something. What's going on? We've got centering. Beauty. I can't show you this one. This one needs to be covered up. We've got opening. I'm not even going to put it on the camera. We've got mystery. We've got laughter. We've got healing, holy, and sensuality, and the overall theme is awakening to something here. That's what I was saying. There's something you're supposed to be awakening to, and it has something to do with being caught up in a trap. Being caught up in a trap and very unhappy. Feeling like every day is something that you have to resist and push through, is what it looks like. What I'm seeing here is that there's this sense of loss, obviously, with the grief card. That would be the equivalent of the Five of Cups. There's a sense of loss that I'm seeing here at the beginning of the timeline. But it looks like, so this is what I'm getting here, is that there's something here about getting yourself involved in these longer term commitments where you genuinely fall in love with these people. We fall in love with each other. That's real. The fall. All right, it's real. So the problem is that oftentimes what we do, and what I'm getting here is that this may be part of what's going on here, is that we try to avoid having to feel that when we know we have to walk away from these really toxic connections by moving towards the next person right away. It's like, I'm looking to fulfill something in myself, or trying to avoid the pain of loss right now, so I'm going to distract myself with somebody new, is what I'm seeing here. But I'm getting here that there's something about actually centering yourself and actually coming to an understanding, awakening to something that has always been kind of a mystery to you. So there may have been things that have ensued in your life as a result of being in certain energies that if you choose to shift the way you do things moving forward, these mysteries are going to become resolved for you. You're going to actually awaken to something now about the reality of your world. It looks like you're moving on to something more joyful and happy here, and you're going to actually heal. And what I'm seeing here is you're going to actually start to have to look at, with the beauty card, I'm seeing having to look at oneself. She's holding up a mirror. There's something about taking accountability for the things that maybe we feel like we have been victimized by. And it has to do with getting, because what I'm seeing here is that there's this energy of associating our more sexual energy, giving somebody access to our body that tends to open up our other portals, like our heart. But what I'm seeing here is that there's something here about actually connecting with somebody and not moving too quickly in that direction. You know how it was when we were children and we had to actually you might have had like a crush on somebody, but because, I don't know, some kids, I shouldn't say all kids were, I wasn't a kid who did anything like that. Where you actually had to get to know somebody who was of the opposite sex, and you actually like knew whether or not you would actually like them or not. That's kind of how it feels like when we become adults. Like this, even if you read articles in Cosmopolitan, they're totally pushing this. Like, yeah, when after a hard day at the office, go to the club and, have your fun. It's like, well, there's karma for that. There are rules. There are actually rules. So that if you don't want to, if you don't want to be victimized by your reality, let's go. Let's get the next layer. We've got mending. We've got yin. We've got orphaned. Flexible. Not for you. That's what I'm saying. Whoever this is not somebody who you want to be. Because you're meant to be happy. We see laughter and happy in the same position. Something about being happier now. Cleaning up your life. There's something about cleaning something up. Doing something differently this time. And we've got round and round. Some of you might actually go for this. The outcome or the overall energy is co-create. I'll tell you this right now, okay? If you are going to actually try and go for whatever this is that's coming in for you, in the same way that you have always done things, you are still meant to awaken to something. So there's going to be karma. That's okay. That's okay. We have to go through it in order to learn. It's the way. That's why we're here. We're here to learn. The school of Earth. That's why we're here. You're not. It's not supposed to be easy street. It's not. It's supposed to be better. We're supposed to learn how to be joyful. I'm sure of it. Somebody's coming in with a mask, and they do see you as their wish come true. But when I see that 9 of Cups, I often see it as immediate gratification. And then you're getting yourself back into a situation where it's great. Oh, this person's the person of my dreams. This person represents everything I ever wanted. Oh my God, this person loves the same sports team I like. Meanwhile, the person who's saying that they love the same sports team as you doesn't even like sports. They're pretending because they see you as their wish come true. That's just an example. But I've seen that specific example. I've seen it. And then things go stagnant. You end up stuck in a situation with somebody where you're like, oh, I thought you actually liked the things I liked. I guess not. That's what I'm seeing here. All right, so there's something here about We're going to go through all of this now. Well, let's just see this first. There's something about mending. Mending something with somebody that's not for you. You already know this intuitively. You know something intuitively about this situation, and you know what it is, that even though it feels like you may have to feel some level of grief at their loss, and what I'm seeing now is that there's a possibility that this is just somebody who you do not get along with. This is just somebody who you do not get along with. I was wondering why that Queen of Wands in reverse was there, and now I know what it is. And the Three of Cups in reverse. That's what it was. You do not get along with each other. There's something about getting happy, is what it looks like, as long as you clean something up about yourself. There's something that needs to be cleaned up in your life here. It does look like we do see that there's this energy of having, of choosing to maybe make something work here. So just try, you might become hoodwinked. I'm seeing it as a hoodwinking because we've got the mask here. You're meant to be awakening to this, okay? So you're mending something here because that's it. A lot of you are going to try and make something work because you don't want to lose somebody. You're afraid that it's going to be painful. Heavy-heartedness is what I'm seeing. We've got the clock in time. What do we have here? There's this energy of what I'm seeing in time is that there's this energy of somebody making you feel like you're unworthy, or you might feel like this other person is unworthy. Because this is what you're kind of manifesting. You're meant to be learning something about this. The reason why that is because the relationship goes stagnant. The two of you were never actually meant to be together. You didn't develop a friendship, but even though you love each other. So we've got yin, centering. Yeah, actually there's something about being intuitive, centering yourself based on your intuition, giving up on something when they come in to communicate with you about something because you know something about a trap. And we see secrets here. I don't know that there could be actual secrets. Maybe there has been secrets in this relationship. For a lot of you, this may just have to do with somebody wearing sometimes that mask really is just, I'm going to do and say what I have to say in order to achieve this gratification that I'm seeking. That's what it looks like. We know that something is not for you, but there's still you're still not awakened to something with the mystery card. That's why there's something you're meant to be awakening to, or this could have been in the past. I mean, this is showing up the beginning of the timeline, where you're going to take a gamble here. But whatever this is that you're connecting to, you're meant to be absorbing the information around you. This is kind of like an education. Like I said, earth school. You're getting some sort of education here based, and we see salty, angry, bitter, petty. There's something here that you're manifesting into your life that's meant to be teaching you something. It's not going to be an easy lesson. So you're either going to try and make something work and have to learn the lesson through actually trying to navigate through this, or you reject it altogether. We see happy, and laughter together. We see toil and labor, protection blocked. That's what I'm seeing here. This may have already happened. You have already ended something with somebody, with a lot of you. For a lot of you. But even though it's showing up that you feel like you have a lot of love for whoever this is, you ended this already, or maybe you're on a break of some sort. But what I'm seeing here is that a lot of you are happier without whoever this is what it looks like. And we've got that whoever this is wants to come in and continue to try and make this work with you because they see you with the Nine of Cups to the Empress as the ultimate person. This person really holds you in extremely high regard. You're on some sort of exalted pedestal here. It's showing up that it is in your best interest, if you're looking towards your happiness, to block this person and move on. Move on, clean up your life and heal. You're meant to be healing here. Because it looks like there again, we've got this good luck with the wish come true card. I'm seeing they're coming in to communicate with you. You do not get along with each other, is what it looks like. But there's something here about they feel your absence. So it's almost like we're not focusing enough on what is truly important in the relationship. It's like I said, a lot of you, it's like, I think that sometimes we've mistaken those really strong biological feelings that we have when, the chemistry is insane with somebody, and then you experience the actual physical act, and then that's how we become addicted to each other. That's where the devil comes in, right? Because there's really nothing, that's why it's a codependency, is because after that dies out, and it does, that's why the stagnant card shows up it's actually considered the last position. Once I go through all of this, it goes stagnant. The reason why it goes stagnant is because you don't have anything in common. There's nothing that actually sustains the relationship outside of the passion. That goes away. That fizzles out. Always. So there's something, we see abandonment issues here. Recognizing something about abandonment issues and how there's something they're being stressed out. It looks like the two of you don't get along with each other. That's it. Some of you, this is a specific message. This may not apply to everybody who's watching right now, but some of you may get yourself caught up in a situation where the energy is so intense, and oftentimes if we're getting ourselves caught up in these relationships where there was a lot of passion, especially obviously in the beginning, because that always fizzles out, the passion carries over into other realms of the relationship, meaning there's going to be arguing, there's going to be fighting. And what I'm seeing here with the everything going stagnant and there being a lot of stress, it's either you or the person who you're connected to has this tendency now to want to try and get attention from somebody else because they're not getting it from their partner, is what I'm seeing here. But it looks like there's something here that you're meant to be influenced to stop and slow down. It has something to do with actually focusing on your own healing and actually developing. That's what I'm seeing with the moving slowly, getting yourself out of this connection, taking the time to heal and moving slowly is what it looks like. Actually getting to know somebody before getting too attached, before plugging in. We've got flexible opening. Yeah, that's it. That's the problem. This is the problem here, is that it's hard to resist. There's no question. The problem is that for some of you, you may not want to slow down. You may have to go through this lesson again because there's still something that's unclear that you still need to awaken to. And obviously, we've got the Judgment card. This has to do with awakening. And whatever it is that you're awakening to is going to cause you to flash back on things that have happened in the past that are similar to this, so that you can process through how it is that your relationships have unfolded up until this point. For some of you, you may end up missing an opportunity with something else if you choose to go for whatever this is. It looks like this is somebody who you've been connected to, who you just don't get along with. It doesn't have to be a past person. It could be somebody who you're connected to in the present, where you're just energetically disconnected from each other, or you've been disconnected for some time, like it could be a week. We've got round and round, sensual, yeah, that's it. There's something here that you may, for a lot of you, you're going to repeat this again. This is a challenge. This is a challenge. It's a challenge. If you're really attracted to somebody and they're coming in and they're telling you all the right things, it's hard to resist that. Yeah, baby, I know, we're gonna do it this time. Because they are coming in to talk and be flirtatious with you. Whoever this is that's coming in may actually be very intelligent in their approach, so just be aware, and that's why I'm seeing the round and round card. Whoever this is coming in for some sort of forgiveness after there's been some sort of dissonance between the two of you, and they're coming in with a very intelligent approach, is what I'm seeing here. So it's going to be very hard to resist this. But if you want to dodge certain karma in your life, it might be in your best interest. There's something you're awakening to here about trying to co-create, because you're meant to be, if you're going to be in this kind of a relationship, you're meant to be co-creating a reality with them. There's something you're meant to be awakening to. It has to do with immediate gratification with regard to somebody who's wearing the mask that they need to wear in order to achieve their final end goal. And in the end, this all ends up in a stagnant connection, because whoever this is somebody who is not showing up as your person. So some of you are going to reject this, and some of you are going, and if this may not be a past person, for a lot of you it is. For some of you, this could be a brand new person who's just here to teach you. You're meant to learn this lesson. And then you pass the test, and then your real person comes in, is what it looks like. So let's get your final messages. What should we use? I'll use this one. All right. Final messages for Leo. We've got attraction. That's what I was saying. There's a lot of passion and attraction here. It's going to be hard to resist this. It is showing up. It's showing up as past life relationship. I do see it as somebody from your past, though. This is showing up as somebody from your past. I said it might not be, but it's confirmed that it is. Calling in your soulmate. I was already saying that, though. There's something here about this is not that I'm seeing that you're having to learn something with whoever this is. So you either learn it without having to go through the karma. For a lot of you, you're going to go through the karma in order to awaken to whatever it is you need to awaken to in order to be ready for this other person that's going to come in for you. The overall theme is you deserve love. You're meant to be in an actual loving relationship, and that's not what this looks like to me, even though you love each other. Maybe. We'll see in the comments. People don't like being told that it's their past coming back. It's very triggering. People don't like that. But I'm just reading the cards. Please don't blame me. I'm just the vessel. So Leo, that is your reading for the week of August 8th to the 14th. Sorry, August. I'm thinking of Leo season. No, December 8th to the 14th, 2025. Thank you so much for all of your support, your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. And until I read you again, take care and bless.